Good morning, WFIN News Director Doug Jenkins with you live from downtown Findlay today. Big news in the world of economic development and housing in Findlay just coming out earlier today. And I want to give you all the details that we know so far. Right now I'm standing in front of the site of the former Argyle building on South Main Street in Findlay. And for years, this has been blocked off with nothing much happening behind us. That could all change here, though, over the next couple of years. What we learned this morning at the Port Authority meeting is a developer has plans for a $30 million investment on this site. That would include retail, parking, and living as well as some apartment space. So here are the details that we know about the project so far. They're looking to build a 6 or 7 story building here at the site of the former Argyle property. It would include not just the former footprint of the Argyle property, but would extend back further west, including some of the parking lot. And I'll get to the parking issues here in just a moment. It would also include retail of the wine merchant building, which you can see behind me right now. So on the first floor of the project, what they would put in is retail here along Main Street, and then they would have about half of that first floor sitting as retail. The back half of that would be parking and replacing the parking lot that would go away to make way for this structure. The second floor of the building would be all parking, and then the third through the sixth floors would be living space right across from the Marathon building in downtown. Now, parking is the key measure in this. There's a lot in the paperwork that we'll have the full breakdown for you on WFIN.com coming up in a little bit. But here's what we know from talking from Economic Development Director Tim Miley so far, is that to make this work, the Port Authority is looking to buy the parking lot owned by the city that's behind where the Argyle building once stood. Now, what they'll do as they build this, at least as it's indicated in the initial plans, is they'll take the parking spots that exist in that. Some belong to the city of Findlay, some they lease to business owners in downtown, others they lease to the county. There's about 30 public parking spots as well. They'll incorporate those parking spots into the parking structure to be included in this 5 or 6 to 7 story building in downtown. So there will be no parking issue, at least as it's proposed thus far. Now, as far as the building process goes, what has to happen next? The city of Findlay has to approve selling the parking lot so that development can get underway. We'll let that semi get by first. So what they'll have to do is present this to Findlay City Council. That'll come up for a first reading, we believe, at the next council meeting, which is coming up next Tuesday night, I believe. That will go through 3 readings, and then the hope is that after 3 readings, that they'll be able to put it for sale and move forward with the project. Should maybe see some renderings of the project so far. Ray is asking right now if the apartments will be affordable or if there'll be more for, I think they're trying to serve the downtown business community with these apartments. So far, no real word on that thus far, but those are plans that'll come out, or I imagine will come out during the future of this project or during the future discussions of this project. But right now, again, what we know is plans for a $30 million structure here at the site of the former Argyle building in downtown Findlay. Again, they would accommodate for all of the parking that could be lost. I'm going to try and put up there. You can kind of see how far back this stretches. So it would be a bigger building than the original Argyle building would have been. And again, would include renovation of the wine merchant building behind us as well. So I'm going to head back to the radio station and get the story put together. We'll have it up for you soon on WFIN.com with full audio as well. And we'll have more details as the day goes along. Thanks for tuning in.